Is it better to just keep on wailing on? I think it is. I think in the long run, just doing more damage and letting him regrow the head is actually better for us. He can have that one if he wants to. Okay. Well, I have 121 anger. And I also have marked you, so I'm doing critical strikes with all my companion actions now. Oh yeah. There we go. See, much better to ignore the head. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Dawncaster. Today we are again playing a new class from the Synthesis update. This is the Synthesis, it's very hard to say, the Synthesis update, namely the Companion Hunter. Now this is technically 3 classes hidden in one because there are 3 companions. There's a wolf, a cat, and a bear. They all specialize in something slightly different. The wolf is kind of about souls and afflictions. The cat is bleeding and darkness. And the bear is anger and big smash. Also has a tiny bit of an armor sub-theme potentially, but mainly anger, big smash. We are going to be playing the bear today because I do like anger, big smash. I love my red classes, and this is probably one of the best anger stacking builds in the game at the moment, I would actually say. Super fun to play. I'm really happy they added companions. I've always loved the class fantasy of having a pet. You know, World of Warcraft, you have your little pets. I love playing Survival Hunter in World of Warcraft, the melee, the one melee build for the hunter. It's super, super cool. I'll show you how this works with the new advantage mechanic and the companion deck. A little note before we go in, I'm using the beta/playtest client to record this footage. There may or may not be small bugs or things that are still going to be changed between now and the release version. So take anything you see with a grain of salt, but still just sit back and enjoy, and let's play this. So I'm going to go new game. We're going to go to the hunter. We'll get the new portrait, looking very fierce there. And we're going to take the glaive. So this is the new basic attack. It says deal 3 damage, okay? But then has flanking, your companion acts. What this basically means is that your companion plays a random card from their deck. This is always a random card. It's not the next card. It's always random. Now, we're going to take the beastly weapon, which is activate to set the rewards of next combat to be all companion cards. So basically, the next time you kill an opponent, the card rewards that are shown will all be a companion card to choose from rather than your normal cards. And then we're going to take Maul. So this basically chooses which companion you're going to have. The truth is all of them can play each other's cards, but if you take the bear, you will most easily find bear cards. You take the wolf, you'll most easily see the wolf cards, etc. Though it is totally possible to find companion cards that don't technically belong to your companion deck will take them all the same and they can be played all the same. Being said, we're taking the bear, which has Maul, deal 4 damage, advantage, attack again. The way the advantage works, it's probably best shown in game, but it's basically a variation of ambush where you need to reset it. And once you have it, your next attack that uses the advantage will consume it and then do the advantage. What is different to ambush is that ambush, you always need to get the ambush and then the next effect uses it, whereas with advantage, you can sit on it for a while. It does not need to be the next card played for it to be used. There is a little symbol that shows you when you have the advantage, which we will go into. We're going to do a pure synthesis run. I'm going to ignore everything else. There is synergy with lots of other card packs in here, but just for demonstration purposes, we're going to keep it simple in synthesis today. And we're going to go on impossible, and we're going to start in the woods with our bear. Who knows, maybe that's where he even came from. So I'm going to activate this straight away and see if we can find another companion action. So the way this works with the, okay, well, there's even a little tutorial tip. Companions are your loyal combat ally. You gain their passive effect and play cards when you let them act. The strength increases with deck size. So here's my Fierce Guardian. This is the enchantment that the bear has. Start turn, gain 1 armor. And then the more cards I add, it kind of levels the bear up. So if it's level 2, I gain 2 armor, 3. I don't know actually exactly what the scaling is. Down here's my little bear. If I click on him, it'll open his deck. He currently has 1 card, which is the Maul that we took. And the pass turn button has been moved slightly up here, as you can see. So what I need to do is get to the flanking, and then I'll play Glaive. It plays my card, and then it plays the Maul, which is currently the only card in the Bears deck. What you will notice is that the Maul is only hitting once and not twice. And that's because we do not have the advantage. You do not have a card that gives you the advantage in your starting deck. That is something you need to find. The best card that does that probably is Coordinated Strike. It's essentially your basic attack replacement. This is a build where you can get rid of all of your glaives and instead use the Coordinated Strike. That's sort of the first goal of the deck. By the way, if you're wondering why the flanking isn't hitting, it's because the Raven always gets evasion after we hit them with the glaive. Okay, so companion cards. After you pick your first companion card, you gain the associated companion, and only cards of the chosen companion will appear in card rewards. Okay, I feel like this used to be different. This might have been something that changed from the last update to this one, so maybe disregard what I said earlier, but I swear I was able to mix a few companion types beforehand. So we get two more roars and two more mauls and a roar. I'm going to take a roar here. This gives 1 anger, inflicts anger, it gives you your armor, anger. Now that I have 2 cards in there, however, it's actually doing more than that. And you will see that this is now giving 2 anger because 2 cards, our bear is now technically level 2. Ooh, transform a card and get rid of one of these blocks. I'll just take a healing potion probably. See what we can find here. And you also see this, this is now giving us 2 armor because our bear is like level 2 from having 2 cards in deck. So it's kind of interesting the way the leveling thing works, because there is an incentive to not dilute your companion's card pool too much by only having sort of 1 copy or 2 copies of all the best cards in the deck. However, there is then a counter incentive to add a bunch of cards like another Maul here, because that levels up your companion. So you're always trying to figure out what's best here. You know, do I want to add more cards to the deck to level up the cards that are in there, or do I want to keep it as consistent as possible by not adding more cards? So that's something you'll need to figure out for your specific build. Oh wow, I'm already completely out of blocks this early. Okay, so our deck is already pretty streamlined, I'd say. That's very nice. So I'll consume one of these healing potions the second I get the chance. So you see we now have 3 cards in there, so the roar is already giving us 3 anger, and these are already doing 7 damage. I still don't have anything that gives us the advantage, so that is something we're going to need to find soon. I'm really hoping to find a Coordinated Strike. Okay, we get Violent Impulses. This is one of the new adaptation warrior enchantments. I'm going to take this not because I want to use this, but because I might be able to transmute it into something more interesting later. Do I want to get rid of a glaive here? This might be a good chance to get rid of one of them, yeah. So the actual damage of the glaive itself is not that interesting. It's more so the fact that it plays your companion cards. Obviously, as we're an anger build, our glaives will scale pretty nicely with anger, but their base damage is not that interesting, and I probably wouldn't upgrade them. Okay, here's a very interesting card, Death Snap. If your companion acts, which means plays a card from the deck. If your foe is bleeding or marked, grant the advantage first. So we currently don't have anything that does bleeding. So this card probably isn't an amazing pickup right now, so I'm going to leave it. But later, if we see another one of those, once we have the ability to mark our opponent or get bleed, that is a very, very good card. But right now, it's kind of worse than a glaive, I'd say. You can see, by the way, how we're absolutely shredding through our opponents here. This build is destructive in the early game. The middle game can sometimes be a little bit tough if you don't find good sustain, but the early game is usually a cakewalk. I'll take another Maul. I'm just trying to level up the bear by putting as many cards as I can into its deck. So really hoping to find something that grants the advantage soon so I can show you guys how that works. Because the advantage is really what pushes this build over the edge. So I'm going to slap. The Raven is surprisingly resistant to our build because of the way it gets the evasion. So not Edict, not Malice. That's not bad. I'm going to take Endless Arsenal because that will give us a free glaive, and it's always going to be on the leftmost side. Oh, here we get a bite, so deal 8 damage, gain 4 anger. I'll take that. Another great anger stacking ability. So now we're already gaining 5 armor at the start of turn, which is like incredible defense. So we get a free glaive, gain some anger from that. Yeah. Totally busted early game. I'll take another companion card, which I got, by the way, because I turned on my weapon power there. So all the cards that we see are going to be of the bear. I'm now kind of wondering if what I was remembering was potentially buying companion cards via the merchant when I was talking about being able to mix and match them a little bit. I'm going to consume this health potion just to get out the deck. Because I've definitely put, I swear I've put like wolf cards in the bear deck before. I will admit though, I'm not the kind of person that reads every patch note. I just kind of load up the gameplay, see what happens. Command your companion acts. That's just like kind of strictly worse than the glaive almost, because getting the flanking condition going is pretty easy. We have so few cards in deck. So let's do this, get into crazy anger, and shred you. Tracking if your foe is bleeding, conjure a free command. Again, that's quite good if we can get bleeding later. As you can see, there's a lot to do with bleeding. I think every single one of the animals benefits from bleeding somehow or another. The easiest one, I think the one that applies it easiest is probably the cat or the wolf. The bear doesn't have a card that does bleeding damage per se, but there's lots of generic companion cards that have some kind of bleed synergy. There you go. Absolutely smash that. Clever maneuver. This is a great card. So gain evasion, then grant the advantage. Ambush draw a card, and it's free. I'm going to take this. This is a really, really good card. Good to always have like one or two of those in your deck. By the way, you can dismiss your companion here. That's not really something for this build. That's a bit more for, I think, the new Arcanist build, because you can recruit companions over the course of the game, and it could very well be that you want to get a better one. So you might ditch your old one. Okay, Alchemist. Let's see if we can side transmute this into something a bit more interesting for us. Get an elite weapon. Sure. Blacksmith. I'm going to use this opportunity to get rid of another glaive. I'm trying to kind of prep the deck for when we find our coordinated strikey things. You know what? I'm going to go to the Grove. I think this build is pretty strong. I think it can take it. Ooh, let's get some anger. Just for the funs of it, huh? Buy a random rare? Sure. Oh, okay, that's from the new Adaptation Warrior. Interesting card. I'll probably get rid of that later, though. I don't think we can do too much with it because we're not able to currently add any runes. Do I still want this? Nah, I just want to kill the opponent, don't I? Yep, very good. So we take bite. We just want to get stuff that gets anger. Lots and lots of anger stacking. Very, very strong. So we have a pretty good matchup against these guys because we tend to strike multiple times. We get the spirit going really high really quickly. So unlike other builds like that have individual big hits, this is not as much of an issue. So I'm going to get the advantage here. I'll show you how this works. I'll play this. You see how my little bear here now has this paw on him? That means the next card that gets played not only does the top effect, but the bottom one as well. So I'll play this. And now I also inflicted stagger equal to my anger. What do I want here? I guess technically Staff of Thunder is probably the best card because it scales off our anger 3 times over. There you go. Chain, Lightning, Anger, Companion Hunter, whatever the hell. It's a million things at once. So if I zap, yeah, very good. All right, we're shredding it. Don't need any of these. Opportunity. Very good. Well, I can give you this Cleaving Carve. That's very nice. Transform a card. I mean, our deck is already basically non-existent, so I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah, we have a 6. So we're basically drawing our entire deck every single turn at the moment, because this will draw us a card. We can just do this. We basically want to do this a bunch just to get that spirit high so that we can try and kill him with the Staff of Thunder next turn. This is already an incredible start. We're getting a lot of really good pieces here. So we'll gain the advantage. Put some stagger on him. And then zap, zap, zap. Very good. So yeah, that spirit is not doing shit to us. I'll just take them all just to level up the bear a bit more. Oh, we got a copy thing. We could always just take a second Staff of Thunder. Copy Shrine. Oh, this is really good. Okay, we didn't really get any anger, but we got the spirit up to 9 already. Which is really, really good. So slap, and then the staff should just take him down. Oh, why did that do such little damage? Oh, because I don't have any anger. My bad. Okay, gather following. Not for our build. Keen Mind, not Soul Guides. I'll take Keen Mind just to draw an additional card. Draw Blood. I mean, this is a way to get bleeding on our opponent. That's not bad. Whirling Strikes, actually. You know, with this tiny little build with these few glaives, probably not the worst thing in the world, but I'm going to take Draw Blood. So we have a way to apply bleeding to our opponent, which opens up a lot more card choices for us. So I'll do this. And flanking, it also makes our companion take an action, which is pretty good. So here we go, tracking. So if your opponent is bleeding, conjure free command. I'm going to take Maul for now. I just want to level up the bear. Pretty crazy stuff. So do not dismiss companion. I'm pretty sure there is a confirmation there before you go through with it. But God, imagine you were like halfway through your run and then you accidentally dismiss the companion. How sad that would be. I just remember when I was a kid and I accidentally dismissed one of my Pokemon I released into the wild. That was so sad. That's probably the saddest I'd ever been in my life at that point. I think it was something like a Pidgey or Rattata as well too. It wasn't even a good Pokemon. See, the anger stacking on this is nuts. I'm already 46. If this guy didn't have Spirit, I would just explode him out of nowhere. But you basically need to watch out for his opponents to convert your blessings into something negative. But otherwise, you're pretty juicy. So nothing great here. A lot of the new rogue scrapper cards in there. Bombs, discarding, scrap pile, whatever. There's a lot going on with that. I will actually admit I've not played a single time. Not because I'm not interested, but just because I thought there were only so many classes I could focus on during the playtesting period. I'll take Bite. Getting huge amount of upgrades on our bear here. Awooga. So draw, slap, 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 slap. I will admit the anger stacking of this is potentially a little bit much. I guess the thing is you also get the armor from it, so you're not taking much damage in return either. It's pretty crazy. Let's take another roar. So there are a few cards that I'd really like to find. There's this one that marks your opponent and then also makes your companion critically strike against them, which, as you can imagine, is pretty degenerate when you're already gaining this much anger. Okay. Well, here we go. Good luck. Nope, we gotta think about that one there. So we're gonna do Clever Maneuver, and we're just gonna shock you. Boom, get out of here. Let's see, take another mole. Let's add as many as I can to the deck. So nothing that I 100% want to copy right now. I mean, getting a second Staff of Thunder is like not bad. It's also not super necessary. Crazy. Anger stacking out of control. Do I just get another one? I mean, Whistle's pretty good. So activate to conjure free command. I will take one of these, actually. It's basically 5 commands, if you think about it. I'm gonna sneak up on the scene, get first free round here. So I'm gonna get the advantage. I'm gonna play this. Play you. And already dead. Yeah, the anger stacking is a bit wild. So what do we want to take here? I would take another red energy. It doesn't really matter, I'd say. Oh, here we finally found it. Coordinated strike. Deal 4 damage, flanking, grant the advantage, and conjure a free command. This is essentially your basic attack, but better in every single way. So what do we have here? Lots of interesting options. Maybe we can find something even better though. Here's one of the higher rated, higher sort of rarity bear things. Slam, the deal 36 damage advantage, inflict 2 days. This is pretty good against opponents who take lots of actions in a turn. I would say this is mainly good in the later game against bosses who take a bunch of actions in a row. I don't actually necessarily want to take it though, or do I? No, I'm just going to take it just to keep the bear upgrades going. And I'm going to remove another basic. Yep, that's fine. I'll get some more companion cards. Still not quite sure what I'm going to duplicate here. Free me. So let's slap, slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. So here, this is really good. So grants me the advantage. And what I just kind of want to show you here is how this is different from ambush, because ambush would mean that I would need to play the next card to gain the ambush effect. But here I can play whistle and I still have the advantage. So I can play this command now and I'll still get the advantage effect from the cards that I played. So it's like ambush, but much more time friendly, if I can put it that way. So clever maneuver, glaive, get out of here, Athos. So, here's the defensive card. Gain 26 armor advantage, gain 6 regenerate. I am kind of all in on just getting the anger right now. If I can just kill the opponents quicker than they can kill me, I think I should be fine. So shrine. Just get another coordinated strike, to be honest. That's probably worth taking. I could upgrade one of these. I could remove one of these glaives. Yeah, why not? I'll just put this on the remaining one. So leave area, we go back to Bright Candle. We can shop around. Let's first go get our free gold from Evelyn. See what the merchant has for us now. So it has the defensive one and slam again. It has shadow play, which is whenever you gain evasion darkness, you grant the advantage. Oh, Feral Mark. So this is the card that I really want. Mark your foe, which is really good against the spine later because it prevents armor and evasion. This turn, your companion actions of like critical hits against marked opponents. This is an unbelievable card that is really, really important to take. And I'm just going to take the bite just to make the companion even stronger. I will upgrade this just so it does one more damage. Not really necessary. Could have probably saved the gold. I'm ready. You know what? We're shredding everything. I'm just going to go to the hard place. Boing. Should we get some more anger here? I feel like we could. Why not? Okay, let's see how we hold up against these big boys then. Because they get to first strike, and this isn't until start of turns. They will always get a free hit on us, which is pretty brutal. So I will draw a free card. I'll mark you. I will play the whistle. I mean, we're still messing these guys up, I'll be honest. Okay. Oh, the daze is actually not so bad against some of the opponents here, right? Because some of them can take decently long turns, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to play this and just get this glaive upgrade. Oh, no, I should put in the Staff of Thunder. What am I doing? That was the obvious choice here. So, guard. Do I want some armor now, actually? No, we're just going to keep on pushing damage. So the one thing this build does struggle with a little bit is... Let's see what happens if I do this. Reliable. Is sustain. You can always get the bear thing with the regenerate, which isn't too bad, but at this point our deck is quite diluted. The chance we're going to get it reliably is pretty damn low. So... Okay, so that still counts as melee action. It's still worth playing the companion cards though, just to get the anger staggering, even if this guy gets his adaptations going. We at least have this one lightning card that lets us reset our damage type there. We'll get some bleeding, very good. And I'll still do a command just to get some more anger or whatever. So do that. Can I get... Let's see. Oh, the staff. There it is. But can I still play it? There we go. Okay. Slowly getting this guy down, despite how annoying he is. So let's do you. Let's mark you. Slap you with that once. I really want the Staff of Thunder. Ooh, but now... Wait, if I conjure this... What if I play this? I was kind of hoping the Staff of Thunder would go down to 0 energy. Okay, but now we can kill this guy. Get out of here. Very good. So, let's gain Roar. Grrr. Get to the campsite. Definitely losing a lot of health here. Can you help us with some sustain? Let's take Hidden Weapon because that will give us access to the Reaver. Ooh, that'll heal us as well. That's very friendly of you. Mystical Glade. We're just gonna fill a flask with water. We'll leave the glade and step out of its way. We will never trigger Peace of Mind in this deck, probably. But still, nice to know that we have it. Something we want to get rid of. The last glaive, maybe. I mean, I think this Draw Blood actually isn't doing very much. We'll find a better way to get bleeding. Oh, there it is. Oh, the meme opportunity. What does it do? Nobody knows. Okay, Apex Stalker. This is always a scary one. So we're gonna mark you. We're going to try and get as much damage in here as possible. If we can break your darkness, we can definitely kill you next turn. What makes this Canto so hard is just so many opponents have such weird mechanics to avoid taking damage. Or, oh, I don't have meta progress on, so I can't get the Reaver. I did not think about that, did I? Oh well. Just kill you. Okay, that is then the next card that we can remove from our deck. Is it good enough to give to the collector though? Not really, is it? That is an error I will admit I've done many times, taken that card and then kind of forgotten that it does not work the way I want it to unless I have meta progress enabled. Okay, not Fervor, not Sanctifier, not Battle Rush. Ooh, Sacred Shield. I mean, so if I just want to kill, the top one is obviously the best, but I feel like we're already gaining enough anger. And it's only an additional stack. So if I get 10 anger, I'm only gaining 11. I'm not getting 20. Lionheart, we don't gain a lot of life, but Sacred Shield does give me like one little play at immunity before I get absolutely wrecked. So I'm going to take that. Oh, I also remember the collector's about. So if I see a legendary card, just pick it up and give it to him, even if I have no other use for it. I'm going to mark you, play Whistle. Get whistled. Let's Coordinate Strike. Smash you with that. Coordinate Strike. Smash you with that. Very good. Nothing good to give to the collector here. Okay, that Wild Chameleon. Those things are honestly the most annoying, just because of the way the immunity works. Okay, there we go. We gained. We prevented 1 damage there. Very lucky that we were able to kill him turn 1 there, because otherwise, I'll take another Coordinate Strike. Otherwise, we would have been stunned the next turn, taking a lot of damage. So I'm gonna listen to the sounds of the forest. I'm gonna walk in the shadows. So if we can keep the modifier low, we don't really care about it much because we're getting most of our damage by the anger, so we don't want the opponents to benefit from it. That's the truth. I mean, the critical strike on this is just insane. Okay, we have an Impervious, an 18 armor, and an evasion. Hopefully that should help us here. Get coordinate strike. Get a command. This will kill you? Yeah, thank God. Roar. I'll just take them all. Our bear is very highly upgraded now. So what do we do here? We upgrade a card. I'll just upgrade this thing again. Kind of want to avoid the wild chameleon. Actually, that thing was kind of wrecking me when I fought it. So here we can prevent the deadly attack. That doesn't even... Oh, I did use it. Okay, so I'll just glaive and then just use as many coordinate strikes as I can. And then there's nothing that's free here, is there? Okay, but I still have 19 armor. So that will prevent a decent amount of damage here. Still getting big hits though. Man, if only I had that Reaver. That meta progress deactivation really cost me there. So, what could I give you? Is Infernal Racket really doing anything for me? I'm not sure it is. I'm just gonna skip that chameleon, you know what? Okay, Bulgar. I've recruited you. Now help me with this Hydra before he destroys me. So let's gain the advantage. Let's mark this guy. Well, this is actually a bit awkward. Well, I can get flanking so I can attack again. That's something. Okay, one head down. We should hopefully be able to prevent a bit of damage from this first one. Okay, frozen. That's annoying, but I would say our anger is definitely outpacing it. Okay, we drew one of the heads. Is it better to just keep on wailing on? I think it is. I think in the long run, just doing more damage and letting him regrow the head is actually better for us. He can have that one if he wants to. Okay. Well, I have 121 anger. And I also have marked you, so I'm doing critical strikes with all my companion actions now. Oh yeah. There we go. See, much better to ignore the head. No. Actually, you know what? Critical strikes. This would give me some sustain. Yeah, because I gain armor from the bear, and so I gain half of that as ferocious, which then I can critical strike with via the mark and then gain some health back. So do is take this on Tree Twig. I don't think I'm going to be able to bury it, nor do I think I'm going to be able to figure out a sequence to execute Wrath with it. I'm just going to go ahead and take the upgraded bite. That is fine for me right now. Fuck that chameleon. I'm gonna leave him there. So technically, what do we want? We did not recruit the bandits. That's not as interesting. We probably just want to go here and try and not overkill the Pyrite Martyrs by too much. Opportunity. Oops. Whoopsie. Is this thing a demon? Oh yeah, it triggers our Blessing of Athos. Oh, okay, so I see this initial... Oh, no, it did give us the ferocity. My bad. I was about to say, I feel like it didn't give it to us. Get wrecked. Give him a whistle back. I'll take them all. Just keep on upgrading the bear. So we can make something stay in hand now. Is there really anything we care about? I'm just going to get Skylar's Kiss. I think that's better here. Bear trap. Leave out the trap. Merchant. Okay, a good enchantment would be pretty good right about. I mean, Carnage gives bleeding. It's not amazing, but it does give us access to bleeding, so I will take it, and I'll take this too. Simulacrum. Is that worth it? I don't really feel like we have anything that's worth that right now. Field of Flowers. Let's pick a flower, give it to Bulgar. Because what I want to memorize is the Feral Mark. So we have that always at hand. So Carnage. So this means we have easy access to bleeding, which I guess is kind of good. Which means we can start picking up cards to trigger off of bleeding if we need them. So we'll do clever maneuver, we'll mark him. And just one massive crit kills him. A second clever maneuver might actually not be so bad. I'll take that. Okay, so these Pyrite Martyrs, this is actually really scary because we don't want to do too much damage to them. It's a weird little situation we're in here. So I'm kind of wondering, what's like the slowest, safest way I could kill this guy? Oh my god, you see that? That could have gone very wrong. So I'll do a 21 overkill here. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take another roar, just upgrade my little bear. Font of Purity. Don't really need it now. Shrine of Evolution. Oh, we could, I guess, just see what we get out of this. Aim shot. Whatever. Get rid of that instead later. Blood Moon. That sucks. I do not want that going around. I'm going to use this. I'm going to remove a card. I'm going to get rid of the aim shot. That'll also get rid of the Blood Moon. So I want to fight Firelighter Ghislaine before she pops up together with the other guy that gives everyone blessings, doubles blessings, because the two of those together, they both give each other the other one's enchantment, and they just get absolutely wrecked. Instead, we shall wreck her. Okay, foe's bleeding, conjure a free command. This could be pretty good. Something to memorize later. I also need to remember to pick up something for the collector. Questions here, do we fight Corellian or the Fire Chicken? I think we're pretty good against both. We can get through Corellian's shield pretty quickly because we do so many multiple hits. Get out of here. So we take Bite. Alright, Murder. Okay. Try not to overkill him too much. Clever maneuver. Okay, 23 I can deal with. Shadow play. I mean, is that something we take just to give to the... I'll take this just to give it to the collector. So Suspended Cage. This is what we kind of came here for. We're going to go Truth, Imperfection, Darkness. Always remember, Titties gets you fire resistance. Always has. We're going to call out, and then we're going to fight him. Yeah, let's take him so we can recruit him. Might be nice to have him later on in the game. So we're also going to mark him, because I think he can gain evasion, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to glaive. I'm going to slap you with this. And then, whoa, down to 3 health. When did that happen? Yeah, so he's not gaining evasion now because we've marked him. Okay, so we're gonna jump, kill you with the staff. There we go. So, guard, gain 50 armor. I mean, the thing is, this is actually kind of indirectly now boosting our damage. I just kind of want my bear to always be on the offense. How many cards do we have in his bear deck? His bear deck is huge. I mean, the chance we're ever going to play this guard is so small. I'm just going to leave it. I would level up the bear. But I'll leave it. It's fine. Let's spare you. You're fine. You can hang out with us. Collector. I'll give you this shadow play. Do not need that. Blacksmith. I guess I'll upgrade this again. So, you know what? Let's do all the most miserable Cantos. I feel like this build can take them. Turn to Teresa. I can just pay her, right? Yeah. I'll take 50 gold for the potion. Okay, so we have the Enchanter. So we now need to pay 150 for the next Imbue. Let's kind of see what we find. This is the one that reaps based off how many actions you've played in a given turn. So I'm just gonna pass and kill him next turn. Because we don't actually have a huge amount of maximum health, to be fair. So now this resets, very good. I can play this, and to the glaive and kill him there, and I'll only take a small amount of reaping. We'll... Yeah, I'll just gain some more anger. Ooh, what are we being ambushed by? Ooh, another one of these. Gross. Why would you do this? I'm just going to... Oh, I can play one more of these. Yeah, I won't kill him. This is a reset down to 0. And now I can hopefully just kill him with the first glaive here. Yeah, very good. Like very minimal reaping. More rogue cards. Shrine, what do we get? Okay, we can make something, bind something to our hand. Is there something we would like to especially keep in hand? I guess maybe the Staff of Thunder. Marrow Paladin. This thing used to have challenger status. Oh no, that was a different card. A different opponent. Let's see. You can get out of here. You're plating. So always on the lookout for legendaries too. Ooh, let's jump out of that bear trap, and I've got a bear. That's not okay. It's very rude, in fact. So let's gain evasion. Let's just mark you. Can we just kill you turn 1? Because that would be ideal here. Okay, whenever you add a companion card, upgrade it. I mean, doesn't matter anymore. We don't really have any basics. That might actually be the best one here, because the one thing we don't have is super reliable sustain, so I'm going to take grit. Gain 26 anger. Hey, I don't mind if I do. The Boneyard. Oops, did I forget to release anima there? Yeah, that might have been my bad. I could have released more anima. I'm neither divine nor corrupted, I believe, so I'm not really sure I can actually get any of the special weapons in this Canto. I don't play this Canto enough to really remember how they work. I know that the corrupted one is pretty easy to get. The other one I don't know, though. Do I even need Death Snap? I'm not sure I do. I don't. I'm gonna take this Code of Craft so I have something to give to the Collector if I don't find anything else, because I can always transmute upwards with the Alchemist into some random legendary and give it to him. Who knows, maybe he'll make me corrupted or whatever. Okay, yeah, don't want to do too much more than that. Then... Let's do this, okay. We're gonna take a small amount of reaping there. Those are all fine, don't need that stuff anymore. Still looking for legendary for the Collector. So, let's get that. Slap you up with that. And finish him with the staff. Do we just get another 27 anger? Why not? Call for help. Give me your gold. Oh, if only I still had the imps, huh? It's fine. What we really want to do is go usher some anima into the forge to get rid of it. So this is another opponent where we can just try and kill him turn 1. No point waiting around, really. I should have taken Whistle there, then I could have played one more companion action. Yeah, because they're all healing themselves off of the anima, so that's a bit scary here. You don't want to let them stack that too much. So use the advantage there. And direct. Take Roar, why not? Upgrade that bear. So does she let me get rid of some of the anima, reduce my maximum health penalty? Oh yeah, she does. So I'm gonna transmute that code upwards. Cleave and Twain, I mean, it's pretty good against the spine. I'd actually want to keep that, now I'm thinking about it. It's not a bad card against the spine. That being said, I feel like we can also kill him this way. Actually, I don't know how good our build is against the spine, because we're doing a lot of like damage in the hundreds and maybe low thousands, but I don't know what this is going to look like once we get to an opponent that has literally thousands of health. I guess our anger stacking will get us there eventually, won't it? We just need to make sure that we don't play into that one card that reflects our damage back to us as Doom. Barbarism, is that something we want to take? Okay, the Marrow Halls. Let's go inside, and we're gonna go to the Armory. We're gonna investigate the forge. We're gonna fire it up. So, what I want to do, he can make me a weapon, then I get like one of the special ones, right? That could be fun. Let's get another staff. Get the tower shield. Gets me a bit more ferocious, why not? Collector, I mean, do I want to give him the thing? I don't know. I'm gonna upgrade my staff. So I'm not gonna activate this actually before I fight the mage. I want to give myself a small chance to find a different legendary before I give that Cleave in Twain to the collector. So let's do this. Let's mark you. Yeah, all these cards that are actually preventing my flanking condition from being easily fulfilled are kind of a detriment, I'd say. Because I guess the Staff of Thunder is also just sitting in our hand, not really doing too much otherwise. But we'll do this and just kill him. So that's fine. Let's continue. So, I'm gonna let it all escape, right? Yeah, I'm fine to let it just go away. Get a full heal out of it. So Enchanter, I don't have enough gold to enchant anything, do I? But I can memorize something, which is pretty neat as well. I already have this memorized. I guess I want one of these memorized. Pretty low chance that I wasn't going to draw one at the start of turn. If I get rid of this Cleave of Twain, get Hemophage. Okay, so that heals me for all my bleeding damage. That is really good considering we have Carnage. So every time we attack, we gain at least 1 life, I think. Oh, Sudden Insight. That's really nice to get here. Shrine. Oh, we can make another thing. Persistent. I don't even know what we'd want here. And none of these cards really benefit too much from Persistence. But yeah, we have Carnage, we have Hemophage. It's a pretty good situation to be in. Very nice. I'll play this. Easy. Let's gain another Roar. So what do we want to do here? Is there anything we want to get rid of? Yeah, actually the Tower Shield. It's not really doing anything for me, but I could probably give it to the Collector if I see him again. Take the Philostone until then. Shrine? Which one is the Shrine of Potential? Do we want to get rid of the tracking? I think we do. It actually hasn't played out in a way that I think is very meaningful for us. We just want straight up big bear damage. Versatile Steel. That is one of the new adapt talents. Melee cards and cards that gain an additional adaptation slot. Not really useful for our build, I'd say. Having a little bit of stagger there is kind of neat. Okay, so we're disarmed now, so we can't play our basic, which is fine. Because we're not really using our basics anymore. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Not lifesteal. That's really good. I mean, Brutality also gives us stagger scaling, but we are doing more damage with this. If we had both of these together, that would be pretty sick. I'm just going to take Brute Force. That just gives us a whole new avenue to deal damage with. Oh, let's get rid of her while we have the... She's really good to fight once you have the Aura of Solace because you're immune to poison. That's where a lot of her damage comes from. So... The only unfortunate thing is we are going to start drawing spiders pretty quickly because our deck is so small. So I kind of don't want to use the clever thing. let's see. Do that. Use this. This hit multiple times. Yeah, that's really good. And now she'll die to the stagger at start of turn. Very cool. I'll take another roar. There is actually one more. Oh yeah, let's deal. We always deal, even if it's you shouldn't. Oh yeah, Savagery. Incredible card for this build, by the way. Because, you know, we're dealing so much damage, it just gives us near infinite energy. That's something I would have imbued if I'd found it. Yeah, so now we're basically just generating more energy than we know what to do with. Very good, more roar. We are steamrolling through this. So got a Mercy, nope, don't need you. Let's go to the Venom Stalker. Mark, Glaive, dead. Don't need another clever maneuver. Still a bit of ferocity is really neat to have, I have to say. Just a cheeky little way to gain some extra healing and damage out of all our critical strikes. Gain another roar. Let's go get the blacksmith out of the way. Just upgrade you again. No point activating that twice. You can't get double rewards. So again, we just do evasion, Feral Mark, Glaive. Woo! I think that was a perfect slay. Ooh, Will of the Jungle. Delve and play one of your companion's cards. This is pretty cool. You kind of get to choose what you're going to play next. That can be quite neat if you have only, like, you know, that one card that gave the armor the regenerate. If I just wanted to pick that one out of the larger pile of cards, that would be what I would do. So this guy can't be hurt by anything right now because he's up on the wall, all but range damage. I'll just show you this, guys, for fun. So I can do this, and then what I can still do though is get the card that gives me anger. So I'm still gonna play these just to see if I can get some anger going. I'm not gonna be hurting him. I still got up to 68 anger, which is really good, obviously. Oh, okay. Noose me. I remember the first time he played that on me, I was so terrified. I was just like, fuck. He just one-shot me. Now I obviously know that's not as scary as it seems, because you get to heal everything back the next turn. Is guard worth taking? Because I have the delve thing. You know, I'm going to take one of these, because now that I have the delve thing, if for some reason I need it, I can just take it out of the deck. So let's do this. Mark you. Smash, smash, smash. Bear, bear, bear. Leave all that. I'm looking for... I feel like there's still one more enemy. Well, I have enough coins to leave, so it doesn't really matter. I have your coins. Just need 50 coins to get on with it. Okay. Rathael again. So, can we one-bop you? That's the real question here, isn't it? Okay, we currently have advantage. Let's use it. So we just want to gain. We just might need to burn through that barrier. So we have. Oh, the stagger just killed him. I was gonna say we can just easily take the judgment that does damage equal to our maximum health because we have impervious and won't do anything. But like whatever. That works too. You've got impervious, I've got impervious. Let's see who impervious is better. I think it will be me. Yep. Hunter's Mark. I don't think I need an additional mark for this guy. So another reason why the Feral Mark card is so good is just for the spine. Now he's marked. He can't do anything. about, like he won't trigger his armor gain. So you can see how crazy all of this is. I'll just gain more anger. Probably should have done that first, to be honest. Yeah, okay, we don't really need Cleave and Twain. I'm definitely seeing how unnecessary that would be. But I do need to watch out for these Dark Reflections now. So the first damage will be, I can take, ooh, actually, no matter what I play here, I think that might be kind of bad for me. This is just next turn. I'm actually just gonna pass here and not do anything. So if I take 100 Doom there, I am going to potentially die. So now he doesn't have it, now it's fine to play. I'll play this into the transformation thing. I'll gain more anger. I hit a bunch of times. I hit a bunch of times again. I hit a bunch of times again. Oh, I forgot to play that first. We're even critically striking there, and we're still doing so much damage. Okay, lots of jinxed. I mean, if I just pass the turn here, he basically dies. So convert whatever. Just need to get through all these jinxed and then kill you with one of these coordinate strikes and a command. So, pretty fucking strong. My honest opinion is that the bear is probably a little bit overtuned at the moment. I think the anger stacking and the way the cards scale in the companion deck is probably a little bit strong at the moment, but it's super fun to play for sure. And I think this could be a fun build to try and do speed runs with. As you saw, me just kind of casually playing there, trying to explain as I go. I still got 53 minutes. I'm sure if you pick the easiest Cantos and just went really crazy with this, you could push this down into the 30s. So that's something to look out for. Obviously, check out the other companions as well. The wolf that plays around with afflictions has some interesting synergies with the voodoo hunter, so you can mix those things together. And then the other one, the cat, plays quite well with the darkness. So you can do some really crazy stuff with ferocity stacking there, get all your darkness cards in. It has this really cool card where you gain darkness equal to, I think, the damage you've done. So you can get like hundreds of darkness or just max out. I don't even know what the max is. You know, get your own max HP down to 1 if you want to do that and go crazy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. You saw the power of the bear companion as it currently stands. And I hope you enjoy playing with the companions yourself in the new synthesis update, yeah? I'll see you next time, okay? Have a good day. Bye.